Alrighty, you chodes ready to watch a Let's Play? Well, here it comes anyway. We're gonna play the most popular game of 2020, San Francisco Rush on the N64. Was this even popular when it came out? I would have been a toddler at the time, so I guess I didn't quite have my finger on the pulse of what was and wasn't popular in video games. Anyway, so those are your options for the tracks. You got your different car colors you can pick out. We'll cycle through those, and also difficulties.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, the guy
It's dangerous.
says something funny when you go to the extreme difficulty. So, yeah, the type of car correlates to how easy it is to control, so that the van is the easiest. Unlike in real life, where a van would be rather difficult to steer because it takes up a large amount of space and you can't turn it around easily. Reminds me of once when my family was going on vacation and we got lost and we had to pull over in somebody's driveway in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, and there was a lot of tension in the van at the time, and because we didn't know the people whose driveway we were pulling into. They could have come out and killed us or something, but they didn't. So that's a plus, I guess, because then you wouldn't get to watch this funny Let's Play if that happened. Oh yeah, I should probably acknowledge I don't really know how to play this game. The turning, and it's never quite as sensitive as I wanted it to be. I don't know if there was just some kind of mechanic in the game that I didn't know of that made it easier to turn, but either way, we're not gonna win any of these races, I can tell you that right now. The turning is just not sensitive in the slightest. I did watch a long play of this game to try and get a sense of what I was doing wrong, but the guy in the video didn't seem to be turning the car any more sharply than I was. I think he was just turning further in advance, so maybe it's more of a matter of memorizing the courses so you don't have to make sharp turns. Either way, I never figured it out in this Let's Play, so yeah. What else to say about car people? Did you guys ever see the movie Cars? Yeah, I saw it, and I hated it. I think that was really the turning point when I started outgrowing kids' movies, because that movie just did not do anything for me. I saw some kind of graphic on the internet when it was like I guess it's more of a chart showing that you could match the year you were born to things that you likely enjoyed as a youth. And anyway, I can find the exact cutoff point where I outgrew kids' stuff. It would have been around 2006 or 7, because the section for stuff that came out in 2006 and 7 is just a bunch of lame-ass shit. They had like Cars and Total Drama Island and The Annoying Orange, probably. Anyway, just that immediate transition from the section that was meant for people my age. They had cool guy stuff in there, like Shaolin Showdown and in the GameCube, and then the section immediately after that, it was just a bunch of lame stuff. So again, I could pinpoint exactly when I outgrew kids media. Am I making any sense right now? I get the impression I've lost you. But anyway, yeah, it didn't happen overnight when I figured out that I had outgrown all that stuff. It was more of a gradual transition. At the time, I figured, all the new movies and games and stuff just haven't been good lately. I guess all the creative minds of the world are just in a slump, and I'm sure there'll be new good animated movies eventually. And then a couple more years passed, and there still weren't any, and I gradually began to realize maybe it's just me. Something to think about. Sorry if I scratched the mic there a little bit. Yeah, sorry if I did that. Not much else to say about that. What else to say about this simplistic racing game? So, It's called San Francisco Rush. You already knew that, but if you type in San Francisco Rush in Google, it'll auto-complete to San Francisco Riots as you're typing it in. At least that's an accurate statement as of August 12th, 2020 at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Probably shouldn't have told you my time zone. That's a bit of a giveaway. So yeah, we lost the race. Funny guy. Ed Log he had 2 names on the high scoreboard. Isn't he cool? They're so much cooler than the rest of us. You ever play a racing game at like your local dead mall or like a dirty old arcade and the names on the high score list are all just a bunch of swears and those are always funny. Maybe if we adjust some of these options, it'll make the... Why didn't I adjust the difficulty? What the hell's the matter with me? Looking back on this in hindsight, it's quite a bit frustrating to see that was the option that I missed. But oh well. Okay, so we'll try a slightly higher difficulty this time around. I always like that. It's dangerous! Screaming. Yeah, we'll just go with medium. Oh wait, no, this is advanced. I know how to read. But I guess advanced is equivalent to the medium difficulty setting. So here we go. Yeah, I'm a medium difficulty setting type of guy. I've got a medium life. I'd say I'm medium height, and I've got a medium income, medium-sized income, I should say. So I've got medium looks, not particularly attractive. Just everything is just kind of neither here nor there. All my qualities in life are just kind of in the middle. It's like that Jerry Paper song about always being in the middle of stuff. That's a good song. Look that up when you get the chance. Oh, I almost missed the turn. Okay, so my car is already severely damaged to the point where it can't do the jumps properly. And we're only 40 or 50 seconds into the race. That thing where it hopped into the air a second ago, I thought that would do like a healing thing in exchange for resetting the position. You can swap the views like you saw there, the different perspectives. Okay, we're going down a different route, I guess. See where this takes us? Wouldn't it be funny if you could just go off the track completely and just end up like in Mexico somewhere? And couldn't do that on the N64 though, it would take too much space. Although they did have that map in Pilot Wings 64 that was just ridiculously oversized. You could travel the continental US on your little jetpack and yeah, okay, this race clearly isn't going anywhere. So let's try another one. You know what they say, when all else fails, just throw in the towel and do something else. So are these based on real-life locations in San Francisco? I've never been anywhere near San Francisco, so I don't know. Let's try the extreme difficulty just for yucks. Maybe things will actually work out for the better. So far they haven't. You know, truthfully, I don't actually know what the difference is between the difficulties, because it's not like you have to worry about the transmission, because you can set that to automatic, so that's not a factor. And it really controls the same as all the other ones. I don't rightly know what they were going for with that. Gosh, I should have done more research. Should have done more research like that other famous Let's Play guy who I talk about too much. He is always big on the research, even if none of his fans particularly care. I think they just like the funny voices more than anything, as opposed to the long shouting rants about minute details about a video game from 15 years ago. I don't think anyone enjoys those. So there was that landmark we passed that was the Sky Needle, or maybe it wasn't. Is that a San Francisco thing? I think it's Seattle, Washington. That was the location of iCarly. Saw a couple episodes of that in passing when it was on. I never really actually sat down to watch it because I would have kind of aged out of that kind of stuff at that point. But yeah, I remember once I was vacuuming and they had an episode where the strange older brother had a dream that Yoda was gonna hug him at the coffee store or something, and then by sheer coincidence the actor who played Yoda, yeah, you don't care. Anyway, I was looking at the controls to see if I missed anything, and I did not. Look out, you're gonna crash. Look out, Ernie, you're gonna get hurt sitting on the side of the barrel, Ernie. That was a reference to a Sesame Street DVD that I saw in passing once. I remember I was maybe 13 or 14, and the family was driving to the school fun fest or whatever, and they put on a Sesame Street Christmas special DVD in like the van's DVD player, even though it was the middle of March, and yeah, I was clearly too old for Sesame Street, but I still had to suffer through it, because that's what they had. And yeah, the conflict of that scene was Ernie was sitting on the side of a barrel, and Bert was trying to advise him not to do that because that's dangerous, apparently. It's dangerous, just like they said in this game. See, I brought it back full circle.